to go back for good from the Netherlands, I already knew about Explobodies, which is also something that Kavlo asked me, like, explain what Explobodies to you, Lydia. Here it is. A few months before I go back from the Netherlands, I fell apart living overseas in a land of colonizers. The only assurance that I held in me was this: at least there would be a community where I could fall back into, I could fuck up in. There will be a community where I could build myself again. And one night, after in the dance class in the Netherlands, I went to my private exploration time, literally a bathroom that was white, imagining a life that would somehow still be good, even though I would hate it, being Indonesian, this country. And here it is, the room was white. The room was white, not antiseptic, more like a walking attic. It was full of dust that glowed from a borrowed light. A world filled with burning plastic. The screen before me flickered. There was a tune softly whispering. And for once, I let myself pretend that this was allowed, that I was allowed to breathe, to be, to count. 1, 2, 3, let the world be. 4, 5, 6. I was no longer 6, 7, my breathing even 8. This was just a dance, not a rape. Breathe. Feel. Someone, somewhere, kept on chanting. Not in the same room. Yet, strangely, they felt like a future waiting for me. The room was white, but I did not have to be. My desperation was black, and here it could exist without disguise. Because here's the truth. I once spoke in mountains, declared words like thunder, promised revolutions of self, and yet in the living, I folded into nothing, letting the world print me into carbon copies. Still, the room was white, exposing, demanding, nurturing. It asked, sometimes sharply. It held, sometimes tired. But it corrected me, always, with honesty. It stayed with finality. The room was white. A ground of exploration, a playground of unadulterated adoration. The room was white, where I was not always strong enough to stay without trembling. But then, I began to hear it clearer. The breath that was not only mine, the rhythm that did not abandon, the presence that did not demand perfection, because there I broke, I shrank, I trembled, and still I was allowed. to return in the end, where nothing is erased and nothing is replaced, because nobody was disappearing. The room was white. And because it was white, I did not need to erase myself. I did not need to shrink. And I certainly did not need to be polite. I could arrive heavy. I could arrive broken. I could arrive unfinished. Because still, 1, 2, 3, we are here. 4, 5, 6, we are breathing. 7 and 8, we are becoming. In the end, we are Explobodies. We're exactly where we are allowed to be.